Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear brothers and sisters, inshallah, we will resume our session. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala nabiyyina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd, fa'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi ishrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidni ilman ajma'in, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase in all of us knowledge. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So we will begin, brothers and sisters, the study of lesson 5. Now, I always have a little problem. That problem is with me. It is that I want to complete 2 hours of session and give you as much information as it is possible. So sometimes I have extra time, so I resume another lesson, just little bit of it, and then hopefully even that is also beneficial. Now, we are doing book 2, lesson 5. Up to lesson 4, whatever Dr. Abdurrahim taught us, it is according to his ideas and farsightedness. He taught us. Now comes a time when he has to teach us the transitive verb. Transitive verb. Okay, I'm using English language. Later on you will follow it in Arabic also, which is al-fi'lul muta'addi. But let us stick to transitive verb. So this is the place he starts in full-fledged, The words will come. Most of them will be transitive verbs. So what is transitive verb, my brothers and sisters? I've written here, as you can see, transitive verb having or containing an object required to complete the meaning. In order to complete the meaning of a sentence, you require an object. And then what is intransitive? Not having or requiring any object. In other words, if I can say simply, the verb is always there, important part of the sentence, and with the verb comes file. That is extremely important to know. A sentence which is verbal sentence cannot be without a file. It has to have a file. That is why I used to say before, फ़ियल के साथ साथ फ़ाइल चलता है और उसके साथ कभी मफ़ूल भी आता है. ये बात हमें खूब याद रखनी है. फ़ियल के साथ साथ फ़ाइल चलता है. This is very important to understand and remember. All the time we must remember. So now, sometimes there won't be object because it is not needed. And sometimes the object is necessary to complete the meaning. So here is a simple, I thought about it. I had thought about it before. I have said it in the old DVDs. And my sister, she also comes here Daulat, she reminded me that you didn't say this. I said, no, I wanted to say that. What was that she said? That you always say that it is a complete sentence and it is incomplete sentence. The meaning is complete and meaning is not complete. You did not explain us in detail. But how can I say I got time limit and I cannot exceed the time? So here I am starting today. So if the sentence has an intransitive verb, which means it does not require mafulun bihi, it does not require object. So the example, Muhammad sat. Muhammad sat. How will I say in Arabic? Jalasa Muhammadun. That's it. Did I get the meaning? Jalasa Muhammadun? Yes. He sat. Fine. I don't have to explain anything more. But if I say to you, Shariba Muhammadun, Muhammad drank, does it give you a complete sense? No, it does not give me complete sense. Something is missing. I don't know what did he drink. So that means I have to bring something to clarify this whole situation. So I can say, Shariba Muhammadun al-ma'a. Al-ma'a. See, mansub. Why it is mansub? It is mafulun bihi. How will you translate? Muhammad drank the water. Okay. So Shariba fi'al, Muhammad fa'il, and then al-ma'a mafulun bihi. So we have to ask a question sometimes to the verb. The question is what or whom? To mostly it will be what or whom, or sometimes we can say which. Okay. Now here is a sentence again. Jalasa Muhammadun. Ask a question what? It doesn't make sense because we have the complete sense out of it. But if I say Shariba Muhammadun, then you ask what? What did he drink? You see, the question to the what will be, he drank the water. So these are the things we will be keeping in mind if you are not too sure. But your eyes will, your mind will see, is there something mansub, which can be an object? So that means the verb is transitive. Now, if I say Muhammadun hit, hit, the question is, to whom did he hit? What? No, but here it will be whom. To whom did he hit? So then we can say Muhammadun, Daraba Muhammadun, Daraba Muhammadun al-walada. He hit the boy. Okay, so now the sense is complete. So these are simple things of knowing how to identify a transitive verb. But most of the time now, my brothers and sisters, you will see now, especially starting from lesson 5, the transitive verbs are introduced to us by Dr. Abdurrahim, and they will come in wholesale. The floodgates are open now. The verbs will come in deluge. Deluge. Okay? So watch for it and look for it and see how much you can figure out. And I'll ask you more. So we are repeating that, my brothers and sisters. See, man fataha bab al-fasli. See, man fataha, who opened. Opened what? The door of the classroom. Did you get it? Man fataha bab al-fasli. What is the answer? Ana, I opened it. So here you can see there's this verb has got many things in it. This verb has got many things in it. Here is ana, okay, and then here is fatah. Fatah, that is your verb. And tu is your fa'il. And what is who? Mafulun bihi. Now who goes to the bab? Ana, fatah, tu, who? Ana, fatah, tu, who? Fatah, tu, who? So now who is a mafulun bihi. So in other words, the verb fataha is a transitive. It will always require a mafulun bihi, an object, you know. Here again, second question. Man fataha an-nawafidha? Who opened the windows? Nawafidha. Nafizatun singular, nawafidha plural, windows. Ali replies, Ana fatah tu ha. What is this ha doing here, my brothers and sisters? Ha is representing Nawafiza. See, Nawafiza is a plural, but it is a broken plural. So, kullu jama mu'annas. So, this is your ha, mu'annas. Fatah tu ha. Compared to that, I had written last time, Zahaba is a transitive. It will be followed by ila. Zahabtu ila masjid. Kharaja, then it will be followed by min. These are all intransitive. Jalasa ala, you sat on a chair. Raja'a, you returned from min al madrasati, I returned from the school. So these are intransitive. Now we are mostly going to do the transitive verbs. Okay. These four verbs came in book 1, and the following verbs, they were never taught in book 1. Because in order to teach this, then the teacher has to teach the object of the verb, okay? And it requires a different ball game. Now, my brothers and sisters, another question. Al-Mudarris, man kasara hazal maktaba? Who broke this desk? Then he's asking, Anta kasartahu? Ya Hashim, kasar? Tu who? Huh? Okay, let me put it properly. Kasar tu who? I'm breaking it down. So I'm here also saying to you, I wrote it down here also. Kasar tu who? Kasar, kasarta who? Anta kasarta who? Anta kasarta who, ya Hashim? Did you break it? Huh? Did you break it? That is, it is this desk. La, Hashim replies, na, inni verily, ma kasartuhu. Ma kasartuhu. I did not break it. Kasar tu who? Did you get the idea? Inni verily. Now, Al-Mudarris is saying, Araja Zakaria wa Hamza wa Usman min Makkata. Now look at it. These are the things I'll be explaining you, and you will be watching it very carefully, listening to it, understanding it. See here, Zakaria, Hamza, Usman. These are 3 people who came, but the verb is in singular. Why? I'll explain to you. when the answer came, La ma raja'u. Now here is hum raja'u. Huwa raja'a, huma raja'a, hum raja'u. So where is the file? Because fail के साथ साथ file चलता है. Always comes a file. Ma raja'u. Where is the file? This waw is the file. This waw is the file. Same thing again. Ya Ustad, Abbas said, Kharajatullabu, plural. Verb is singular. Why? I'll explain it. Khurabul Tullabul Jududu. Kharaja At-Tullabu Al-Jududu. Fine. The Ya Ustad, Abbas said, the new students came out of the class, went out of the class, you can say. And then Zahabu. See, here is a singular, and here is a plural. Now, this we will have to understand. I am going to explain to you fully these things, These are the rules, very important rules. Every page of Madina book is important. Dr. Abdurrahim, I always talk about Dr. Abdurrahim's extraordinary wisdom in creating these books, his farsightedness. No matter how many times I praise him, of course, the original praise goes to Allah, who created the mind of Dr. Abdurrahim and granted him so much wisdom and farsightedness to write these beautiful books. And so everything is important. Every lesson is important. The most important thing is to write all the exercises. If you want to master the Arabic language, and if you want to understand Quran so that you can feel the miracle of the Quran in your heart, then you have to do all the exercises. Because Dr. Abdurrahim is coaching us, training us, taking us to the understanding of the Quran. So it is very important you will do the homework. I cannot emphasize more than that, my brother. Fine. So here we come again. Al-Mudaris is asking a question. Afahimta darsa ya Talha? See, fahimta darsa. This is your mafulun bihi. This is your mafulun bihi. So what is this? Naam. He replies, Naim, Naam. Fahim tu hu. Fahim tu hu. Fahim fi'al. Now here comes this is, I'm answering this question. This relates to up there. Fahim tu. Fahim naam. Fahim tu hu. Did you get the idea? So fahim tu hu. I understood it. Jaidan, very well. I understood it very well. Now Mudaris is asking Faisal, Akatabta al-ajbibata mafulun bihi. See, most of the verb will be now transitive. It will have mafulun bihi either in the form of a pronoun or in the form of a complete verb. It will be the object, and we will know that it is the object by looking at how it ends. Okay, how it ends. So what is it? La ma katabtuha. See now, ajbibata became ha because kullu jama muannas, Ma, that is negation. La, and then no, I did not write. Katab tu ha. Mafulun bihi. Limaza, why did you not write it? Liannani because, this is the meaning, because, liannani, because, we explained it, we learned this, lianna means because I, this, it has got I there, fine, liannani ma fahim tu, ma fahim tu, al-asilata, al-asilata, I did not understand the questions. I did not understand the questions. Okay. Al-Mudaris. Now he's asking Ibrahim. Hafizta. Hafizta. Surata mafulun bihi plus mudaf. Surat al-Fajri. Ya Ibrahim. Now Ibrahim replies, Naam. Hafiz tu ha. Hafiz tu ha. Simple, straightforward. Wa hafiztu, and I memorize also. Suratatin aidan also. Did you get the idea? Hafiztu, hafiz fail, to file. Surata, mafulun bihi plus mudaf, atini mudaf ilayhi. So that is it, my brothers and sisters. And now we'll try to do the exercise. I'll do all the exercise with you, explain you. Now the onus is on you to write it, everything, write everything. Take the help of the answering key that is with the book. You have bought it. So that should make things very easy for you to understand. But if you will write, then it will stay in your mind. If you won't write, then I don't know. If you are shy of writing, then the results can be accordingly very poor. But if you are prompt in writing, you will become excellent, inshallah. So here is, my brothers and sisters, we do the answers. Aina zahaba tullabul jududu. Aina zahaba tullabul jududu. Zahabu. Then you don't have to write down zahaba tullabu. You have to just say zahabu. What is the meaning of zahabu? What is the meaning of zahabu? They went. Where is they? Where is they? This waw is the file which represents they, them. Zahabu ila al-mudiri. Fine. Afahima talhatu darsa. Dr. Abdurrahim is asking us, Afahima talhatu darsa. Naam. We have to say fahimahu jahidan. Fahima talatu darsa. Naam. We have to reply. Naam. Fahimahu jahidan. See here. Look at it, my brothers and sisters. I'm putting here Fahima. Fahimahu. What is this who? What is this who, my brothers and sisters? Who is the darsa? Huh? Okay, but I ask you now, out of curiosity, Fahimahu, Jaidan, very well. Huh? But where is the file? Huh? Fahimahu, Jaidan. We translate, he understood it. So where is that he there? I cannot see here. Huh? So it is the huwa fahimu. So what will you say here? How will you describe? Fi'lu ma'adin, mabniun ala fatah, fa'il mustatir, taqdiruhu, huwa. And huwa goes to Talha. Simple analysis of the words. Simple. Huh? It is crucial. I will follow that, and inshallah, you will also try to understand it. Simple. When you come to the Sunday class, we do detailed analysis. One day you will be able to do a detailed analysis, and you will be very pleased with your results. Now, I do not have two different mailing lists for Saturday class and Sunday class. I have only one mailing list. So whatever I send to for Saturday class, the Sunday class students will also get it. And whatever I send to Sunday class students, Saturday class students will also get it. So I have a request, my brothers and sisters. Don't get upset. If whatever I send, if it is not useful for you, then just delete it. But I have no two lists, my brother, because the Sunday class, everybody is welcome. And so is Saturday class, everybody is welcome. I see a lot of names in Saturday class, and I see their names in Sunday class also. So you are all welcome, because if you are doing Sunday class, then Saturday class is your revision. For everything we do, it will be your revision. And inshallah, it can only benefit you. It cannot hurt you. If you have time, you are welcome to attend both classes. And I'll be sending you the handouts and whatever else I can think of, I'll be sending you. If it is useful, keep it. If it is not useful, delete it, my brother. Now, the other thing is, you can write me what you need. You all have my email address, lugatulquran@hotmail.com. Okay? So my email address I'll write down in Arabic, and I'll ask you something. What did I write down? Lugatul Quran. I ask you something. What is Lugatul Quran, my brother and sister? You can say it is your email address. Lugatul Quran@hotmail.com. Okay? But I ask you something. What is Lugatul Quran? This more than 20 years ago, I thought about it, and it's been continuous with me. Lugatul Quran, the idea came to me, my mind was language of the Quran. Language of the Quran. So what is this? Mudaf ilayhi. So my email address is mudaf ilayhi. Mudaf ilayhi. The only thing that I missed, that this is gain, it should have been H here. It should have been H here, but I just missed that. I did not think properly, and I just put only one G. It should have been GH, because it's a gain here. But doesn't matter now. Done is done. I cannot change that. And everybody's quite comfortable with that. So write me an email if you need something. If you want to ask me a question, you can ask me a question in your email. But when you ask a question, when you ask for something to be sent, you don't have to put your phone number. But if you ask me a question, then you have to put your phone number and the time that is convenient to you and the day that is convenient to you. I get few uh, letters from students, and mashallah, they also write down their time that I'm free on this time, and this is my phone number. So I try my best to spare some time and call. No promises. Huh? If I don't call, it means I'm extremely busy. But if I'm free, I will call you, inshallah. So now we come here. Ayya, huh? Suratin Hafiza Ibrahim. Is Ayya is which surah uh, Ibrahim memorized. Hafiza, then we say only Hafiza. Why we didn't say Ibrahim? Because Hafiza means he, and that he goes to Ibrahim. Hafiza, fi'al madi, mabniun ala fatah, fa'il mustatir, taqdiruhu huwa, and that huwa goes to Ibrahim. Hafiza surat al-Fajri was surat al-Tini. Man fataha nawafiza. Fataha ha. See? Fataha ha. Now look at this. Fataha fi'al. Ha mafulun bihi, that goes to nawafiza. And Ali is the file. Did you say? Fi'al and file are there. But if the pronoun comes as a mafulun bihi, then it has to be attached with the verb. So it will be the verb and then attached pronoun as a mafulun bihi, and then the file will come. But if you were to have a proper noun there, then you will say Fataha Aliyu and Nawafiza. Then it will be fi'al, file, and mafulun bihi. But if it is a pronoun, remember, pronoun, 14 pronouns, then it will be connected with the verb. These are damirun, muttasilun, and they are mansub. If the pronoun is joined with the fi'al, if the pronoun is joined with the fi'al, then that pronoun is only mansub, cannot be marfu or cannot be majroor. I will explain you this also in detail. So I give you one example. So I did not give these examples there. I did not have songs ready at that time. The songs came only very recently. So I'm writing here, khalaqa. Khalaqa. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Khalaqa. So what is it? Khalaqa. What is the meaning of khalaqa? He created. Who's he? He is Allah. He created. So he created, and if I can put here, I can put here who. So it means he created him. He created him. So I will write down like this. Khalaqa who. If I write down Khalaqal Allahu al-insana. Simple example. Khalaqallahu al-insana. So here, if I say Khalaqahu Allahu, Khalaqahu Allahu. So insan got transferred into the pronoun who. So just to emphasize this, you can think one thing, 14 pronouns. You can say these things attached to the verb And if the verb, and you can only attach to the verb if the verb is a transitive. You cannot see. I'll tell you. Huh? Let me finish this. خلقه خلقهما خلقهم. Did you get the idea? He created him. He created two of them. خلقهم. He created them. خلقها خلقهما خلقهن. He created her. He created two of the females. He created all the females. خلقك. He created you. خلقك خلقكما خلقكم. And then خلقكي. He created you, Monas. You in front of me, Monas. خلقكي خلقكما خلقكن. And all of you he created. And then what about me? I will say خلقني خلقني. This I have to explain. Or maybe I've explained, but I'll explain you later. خلقني خلقنا. He created us. خلقني. He created me. So this will come. Now I want you to attach pronoun to jalasa or zahab. Can I say jalasahu, jalasahuma? No, I cannot say. Why? Because that jalasa and zahabahu, they cannot match. There is no such thing in Arabic language because they are intransitive. They do not need mafulun bi. So I cannot say jalasahu. No, it will be wrong, you know. But I can say khalaqahu. Right? That will be correct, inshallah. So now that is the one thing that I just thought I mentioned it. So now we come here, brothers and sisters. Ta'ammal, learn the fi'l, learn the file and mafulun bihi. Al-Quran. Qara'a tullabu al-Quran. Did you see the idea? Fi'l, file, and mafulun bihi. Fi'l, file, mafulun bihi. Now, you know, you have practiced so much that these things will be very, very easy for you to follow. I won't be wrong if I say these things will be like halwa puri to you, you know. So here, qara'a, fi'al, at-tullabu, fa'il, and Qur'ana mafulun bihi. I think, except for mafulun bihi, you knew all these things beforehand. Fi'al, fa'il. Now, next one, al-kahwata. Shariba daifu al-kahwata. Shariba fi'al, daifu fa'il, kahwata mafulun bihi. Fi'al, fa'il, mafulun bihi. See, it is not pronoun as a mafulun bihi. If the pronoun comes, then it has to be joined with the transitive verb. Remember, pronoun will be joined with transitive verb. Daif means guest. The guest drank the kava. Adarsu. Katab al-mudarrisu ad-darsa. Kataba fi'al, fa'il, darsa. Mafulun bihi. Now, the teacher wrote the lesson, right? Fatahat, this is muannas, ta'utanisi. Ta'utanisi. Fatahat, aminatu al-bab. See here, fataha fi'al. Ta'utanisi is telling me the doer of the action was a female. Fatahat. Fatahat, aminatu fa'il, and bab, baba, mafulun bihi. Now, after explaining this, Dr. Abdurrahim wants us to do this exercise. Aijin, specify, I write, al-fa'il and mafulun bihi. Aijin, specify, fa'il and mafulun bihi. في جملة الآتية اكتب فاعل بلون الأزرق ومفعول به بلون الأحمر والبيت آخر كل منهما. End of it, every sentence. منهما فعل فاعل ومفعول به. Okay, brother, here, look at it. I have done it, you do it, you will do it, and if you can write it, that will be even better. But whatever way you do it, you understand and do it, you see. So Dr. Abdurrahim says, if you see in the sentence there is a file, you should write it in the blue. So in other words, you will have to write the sentence and then maybe use a different marker for file, different marker for mafulun bihi. But in this, my iPad, I have the facility to, I can write down this, okay, and I can also write down something else. Kasara atiflu. See, there was no dhamma here, I put it. Kasara tiflu. What did he break? Kasara means to break. Al kalama. The tiflu, the child, broke the pen. Did you see? Fiel, file, mafulun bi. I had to put kalama. I had to put kalama. See, I can remove it. There is no kalam. I can remove this. Did you see? Kasara, you don't have here, you don't have any vowel signs at the end. You have the fi'l and then no vowel signs. So then you have to put tiflu. Kasara tiflu al kalama. Okay. See, there are no vowel signs now. So you have to put a vowel sign. This is a very beautiful exercise to hammer in your mind repeatedly. File mafulun bihi, file mafulun bihi, file mafulun bihi. Okay. So please do this, all of it. We'll do together. Gasalat. So when you say gasalat, means the file has to be monas. Aminatu file mindila mafulun bihi. Akala Usama. Usama is the file al-inaba. Akalat here is the file Tautanisi Zawjatuhu al-Mawza. Now I will ask you something, my brothers and sisters. This fiel Tautanisi. What is the next thing? Zawjatuhu. Okay, Zawjatuhu. Zawjatuhu. Fine. So where is the file now? I ask you. Akalat, Tautanisi. Where is the file? Zawjatuhu. File is always marfu. Where is it? This is what it is, my brothers and sisters. Tu. Tu tells me that Zawjatu, this is the file. Wahuwa mudaf. And then this is your mudaf ilayhi. See how we dissect, we analyze it, break it down. You have to master this, and then you will be so strong in understanding, you will surprise yourself. Then most of the courses, they do not emphasize the way I have been emphasizing about the simple analysis, simple grammatical analysis. Simple. Right now, If fi'al, fa'il, maf'ulun bih, fine. But later on, we'll go in detail. If you were to come and sit in the Sunday class, you will see how in detail we go. Alhamdulillah. Fine. So Usama ate a grape, and his wife, this is his wife, ate banana. Sharibatil bakratu. Again, this is Tao Tanisi. This is Tao Tanisi. Sharibatil bakratu al-ma'a. Bakratu is the cow. The cow drank. What did she drink? Al-ma'a. This is mafulun bihi. Did you get the idea? Hafiza hamzatu al-Qur'an. Hafiza fi'al. Hamzatu fa'il. Al-Qur'ana mafulun bihi. See, now Dr. Abdurrahim has done very, very, very simple job here. Very easy for you to follow. You know what is easy to follow? Then after the word file comes. And after the file, mafulun bihi comes. So you should have no problem. But there are no vowel signs. So you will have to put, for example, there are no vowel signs. So you will have to put kasara tiflu. And then al-kala ma. So it's easy. You must know you are putting dhamma here because it's a marfu, it's a file, and you are putting fatah here because it is mafulun bihi, inshallah. And then what was it? Hafiza hamzatul Quran. And then here is darabat Fatimatu bintaha. So I had a nice lady in my class long time ago, Fatima Khamisa. I said to Fatima, now you read the sentence and analyze it. So she read the sentence. What did she read? Ma darabat Fatimatu bintaha. She said, Ma darabat. I said, Ma is not there, but she said, my name is there. I don't beat my daughter, you know. So I never forgot that. Darabat Fatimatu bintaha. And if one of you are Fatima, then you can write down Ma darabat. Katala rajulu al-hayya bil hajri. With a stone. Now this sentence, I don't like it. I don't really like it. Katala rajulu al-hayya. Al-hayya is snake. Snake. In Africa, there are a lot of snakes. Maybe in many countries in India, in Pakistan too, I cannot be wrong. I can be wrong if I don't say it is not there. So it's everywhere. In every country there are. I think in prairies there are also lots of snakes. So here is the Katala Rajulu. The man killed the snake. The man killed the snake with a stone. I don't like it, you know. We cannot kill animals, you know. Okay. Unless you are threatened. You are threatened by the animal. Okay, my brothers and sisters. Now I'll tell you something. From today onwards, whenever doctor will talk about this will come, this sentence will be repeated. This sentence will be repeated many times in different forms. So you will, next time you see this sentence that somebody killed a snake, that means this is the number one time. And then that will be number two time. See how many snakes Dr. Abdurrahim has killed in this lesson. This is just a joke, my brother. Many times, maybe 10, 11 times. I used to tell everybody, write down the numbers, how many snakes are killed in the Madina books. Okay. Samia Bilalun, Samia Bilalun al-Adhana wa zahaba ila al-masjid. Yeah. Fi'al, fa'il, mafulun bihi. كتب المدرس درسا. فعل فاعل مفعول به جار مجرور. فتح بقال. Bakalu is the green grocer. The, the, the shop, Bakal, the grocer that sells green, fresh vegetables. Fataha Bakalu Dukana. He opened the Bakal, the Dukan, fi sa'atif saminatin, at 8 o'clock. That's it. Now, I want to do all the exercises for you to understand, and I want you to do it. That is the reason I emphasize. We got to do all the exercises of Madina book, especially since we are in book 2, we should do it and then figure out, did I do it properly? You have the key, solution key, you can check it. You can check it freely, but when you write it correctly. You can check it again and compare yourself. So here is another question. What is fill in the blanks with the suitable words and vocalize their last letter. Vocalize means put vowel signs. Okay. Man fataha, what will you say? Man fataha, I've written here. Al-baba, mafulun bihi. Do you see? Al-baba. Gasalat, ukhti. Ukhti is your file. Gasalat, fiel. Tautanisi. What did she wash? Al-kamisa. Okay, this should not be there, my brother and sister. This should not be there. This should not. Gasalat ukhti kamisa. Oh. Again, the second snake is approaching to be killed. Katala rajulu liyata bil asa. Before it was with a stone. Now this is with a asa, a stick. So this is your snake number 2, my brother. Already 2 snakes came to be killed in this dars. So katala fial. We have to rajulu layata. We have no choice but to use this. Hayyata, al-hayyatu is snake. Shariba, fial, Yusufu, kahwata. So you have to figure out, and I'm solving this for you. Katab al-mudarisu darsa, as-saburati, or al-kalimata, al-saburati. Right. Akalat suadu khubsa. Akalat, suadu is the sister, and khubza is mafulun bihi. Suad ate the bread. Qaratu al-Qur'ana, I read the Qur'ana. See? Asamiyata al-adhana ya Hamza, did you hear the adhan ya Hamza? Samiyata, see? Samia, and then ta. Al-adhana ya Hamza, did you hear the adhan, O Hamza? Fataha tajiru dukana. The merchant opened the shop. Kharaja tullabu min al-fashli. Now kharaja comes. Now kharaja is a singular. Tullabu is a plural. But we are going to understand it, inshallah. I will explain you this today. And sometimes, my brothers and sisters, I feel 2 hours is not enough. And sometimes I finish it quickly and then I'm wondering what else to explain you or show you. Normally, if we have a 2-hour class, my brother and sister, we take a break, 20 minutes break, chai and samosas and tea, or many other things, But now we have here straight 2 hours of study, and I admire you. I congratulate you, and I respect you that you are sitting here for 2 hours with the help of your family to study. Now, this is wonderful, my brother. This is extraordinary thing, my brother. And may Allah bless you all and your family members for sacrificing time and this. The things are getting worse outside. They are getting worse outside in USA, everywhere. I don't know how this pandemic is going to end. Things have become worse even in Ontario, Quebec. Who knows, maybe in next few months there'll be another lockdown. I got an email letter from IIT, IIT, which is a very big organization in Scarborough. They have closed down the masjid now for 1 month. They had salat there, closed down now. They closed down because according to them, it was in their letter, there's a fear that the Ontario may have 1,000 coronavirus cases a day. This is just an estimation. Things are getting out of hand. So 1,000 people will be infected with the virus. It is an expect. It's not real. They are afraid. Government is afraid. This is from the government source. But inshallah, we can continue our lessons. I don't go out. I continue my work here. You are also coming to the class. MashaAllah. Alhamdulillah. So this is, for us, the students, this is also a blessing in disguise. Allah has given us opportunity to learn so that we can understand Quran more deeply. So this hard work on your part, on my part, brother, I consider this as a ibadat, and may Allah accept it, inshallah. Ameen. So now this is done. Where are we now? No, where are we now? Where was I say second? Katala Rajulu, I say, yeah. Katala Rajulu, yeah. The number 2. I'm just joking, writing number. Second snake has been killed in the dars, in the study of Madina books. Shariba Yusufu Kawa, Kataba, I think we got this Quran. Samitu Fatah Kharajato. I think we completed. Now, here Dr. Abdurrahim wants us use each of the following words in a sentence as a mafulun bihi and vocalize the last letter. So here the sentence is only this. No, the word is this. Now we have to make sentence. So I have done it Al-Quranu. The easy. Make easy sentence. Don't make complicated sentences. Easy for you to write and understand. So here is the sentence, my brothers and sisters. Quranu karatu al-Qur'ana. See, mafulun bihi, we have to make al-Quranu into mafulun bihi. So we said karatu al-Qur'ana. Tufaha. Tufaha, apple. Akala al-waladu tufaha. Akala al-waladu tufaha. Did you get the idea? Tufaha. Darsa. Afaimta darsa? Question. Afaimta darsa? Did you understand the lesson? Al-kahwatu. Asharibta kahwata? Did you drink the coffee? Al-babu. Man fataha al-babu? Man fataha al-babu? Did you get the idea? Inshallah. Gasalat, ukhti. No. Gasalat ummi. My mother washed. Gasalat ummi. My mother washed. What did she wash? See, I'm asking question. What did she was? Al-kamisa. Transitive verb. Kamisa mafulun bi. Now, here is something I wanted to explain. I'm waiting for this sentence. Huh? The exercise you have to do, my brother and sisters, I cannot overemphasize exercise. Otherwise, you will not become strong. No, I want you to look carefully. I want you to look carefully. These two sentences. And then look at this sentence and this sentence. What I see is the sentence begins with tullabu. Tullabu. It is a noun. Are you with me? It is a noun. Tullabu. Okay. And then this sentence, my brothers and sisters, zahabu, zahabu, zahabu. This is jumla failure. What is this? Jumla failure. Zahabu. The students, what is the news about the student? They went to the playground. Did you get the idea? They went to the playground. Okay. So this is your mubtada, and then this is your khabar. So when you see here a tullabu, then you used zahabu. Now you change the sentence, bring the verb in the front, as Dr. Abdurrahim is showing. This is very important. So now this was Jumla Ismiya, make it into a complete Jumla failure. When I say complete Jumla failure, it means you bring the verb right in the front. So when you brought the verb in the front, my brothers and sisters, and here is the file, even though the file is plural, the verb will be singular. This is the rule of the language. Then when you start a new verbal sentence, the new verbal sentence in the beginning, it will be singular, zahaba or zahabat. And then, according to the context, you will change the form of the verb. But in the beginning, it will be singular. Never forget that, my brothers and sisters. Never forget that. So see, At-tullabu dhahabu ila al-malabi. So here the whole thing is Jumla Ismiya. Jumla Ismiya. And now we change it into, Dr. Abdurrahim has written this, Zahaba tullabu. No, this is a complete Jumla failure. Only when we were here, my brothers and sisters, this sentence is a Jumla failure, verbal sentence. Al-jumlatu al-fi'aliyatu. Did you get the idea? So this is your mubtada and this whole sentence is a khabar. But in here, al-jumla failure, there is no mubtada khabar here. This is fi'al and fa'il. That's all. ذهب فعل طلاب فاعل إلى الملعب جار مجرور. Now we come here, same thing, طلاب الطالبات. Same jumla ismiya. This is your mubtada. Where is the khabar? ذهبنا إلى المكتب. ذهبنا. They, the female students, okay, what about them? Give me the news. The news is ذهبنا إلى المكتب. They went to the library. Now change it. Change the situation of the file here. Okay. So what is the here? Zahabat. You change Zahabna there because Talibatu was in the front. So This has to match the talibatu. Now you change that zahabna into zahab, zahabat, zahabat. Why? Why did I make it into singular? The rule that when you start a jumla failure, remember the rule, when you start a new sentence, jumla failure, the first verb will be singular. It could be zahaba or it could be zahabat, singular. Okay? And then, according to the context of the sentence, the verb will undergo into change into plural or dual or whatever it is. Did you get the idea? So zahab here, at-talibatu mubtada. Where is the khabar? Zahabna ila al-maktabi. This is jumla failure coming as a khabar. Zahabna ila al-maktabi. And here, this is jumla failure. This was jumla ismiya. The failure, zahabat, at-talibat, talibatu. So what is talibatu? Fa'il of zahaba. Ila al-maktabi. Same here. Zahaba, fi'l. Where is the file? Tullabu. Did you get the idea? No, there is a beautiful exercise. I want you to do it, my brothers and sisters. Huh? These are the beautiful things Dr. Abdurrahim is explaining us. I think whole thing will go here. Now, one more thing I have to tell you. Starting from lesson 5, we start Mahdi, only Mahdi. Transitive verbs, but Mahdi, okay? In book 1, intransitive verb, only 4 verbs. Jalasa, Zahaba, Raja'a, only those were the 4 verbs. What were they? Jalasa, Raja'a, Zahaba, and Kharaja. Kharaja. 4, only 4. Now, of course, we will have hundreds of verbs. Deluge of the flow of verbs, you know. They'll come left and right, up and down. And now, we will study Fi'l Mudariya in lesson 10. See how particular Dr. Abdurrahim is. So systematically is progressing in the dars. No complication. He wants us to get strong in Mahdi. And these verbs are simple verbs, very simple. We call it Salim. These verbs are Salim, sound verbs. Why they use a sound of? Because there is no Ya in it and there is no Waw in it. Fa kalima, Ain kalima, Lam kalima. In none of those Fa kalima, Ain kalima, Lam kalima, there is a Ya, or none, or not even Waw. And when they are coming in the 3-letter verb, then it changes the whole ball game, you know. We have to learn conjugation in a different way. But once you get stronger here in your conjugation, then other things become more easy for you and most enjoyable. So whole book 2, you know, is concentrating on teaching us 3-letter verbs. 3-letter verbs, that's it. There'll be some few other verbs, but the focus is entirely on 3-letter verbs, okay, in all its different forms, okay. So, but then at the end of the book, in my other DVDs, which I am sending you, my brothers and sisters, when we were making the videos in 2006, 2007, 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, from 9:30 to Zohar, 4 days continuously. I was talking, but at that time we did not plan anything. And I did not know where these DVDs will go and who will use it. what will happen to it. The main concern was the students who were not regular in the class, they would watch it and make themselves up to date. But then came Brother Yusuf Jamal after the DVDs were made, and then he changed the whole ball game. He created the website. He's the creator of the website, and he's the maintainer of the website 24/7. All the time he's looking after it. He's done a great service to the Arabic language, Now, when we made the DVDs, we did not do it in a lesson wise. Now I requested Brother Yusuf Jamal, he has created the DVDs lesson wise. Every lesson, you can just click the mouse with your mouse and it will take you to the lesson. Otherwise, it was very confusing for people to find where the lesson begins. So Brother Yusuf Jamal has worked very hard. Now he has done it a great job, made it very easy for you. So I'll be sending you that thing, okay, for all the 4 parts, book 1, book 2, book 3, part 1, book 3, part 2. Now here is something else, my brothers and sisters. At least I was conscious of this, that when we finished book 2, which was up to DVD 15, then I added one more DVD 16 in book 2. Only DVD I added and I explained on the board. Now 3-letter verbs, my brothers and sisters, they are called al-fi'lu sulasi mujarrad. What is it? Mujarrad means nothing added, mujarrad. One student said, I think mujarrad means naked. I said, yes, you can say they are all naked, nothing is added there. Okay, so then when you come to book 3, there the Dr. Abdurrahim teaches us. What does he teach you? Al-fi'lu sulasi mazid fi'i. It added something in it. So the letters are added to change the meaning and give the different shade of meaning. It starts in book 3. And anybody, even myself, when I was studying, I could not understand anything in book 3. I took several times book 3 in my hand to understand. I did not understand. Even the first few pages, I could not understand. I gave up. And I said, Ya Allah, who can understand these books? Who can understand these books? But then, with the mercy and grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I had a teacher in Jordan in those 2 years, and I asked my teacher to teach me Madina books. Because I carried Madina books wherever I went, they are always part of it. Several sets. So I gave him one set and I said, Ya Ustad, you explain me this. And immediately he realized my difficulties. I said, I don't understand this. He said, how can you understand when you don't understand Mazid Fihi? How can you understand book 3 if you have no idea of Mazid Fihi? So, my brothers and sisters, when I was taught Mazid Fihi, then book 3 became another sort of a halwa puri for me. Then it became easy. I could understand. I could say, yes, I can understand all these things. So I made that one DVD extra in book 2, and that explains the 10 forms of al-fi'lu thulasi mazid fihi. There is something added to it. So this is there in the DVDs of book 2 that I'm sending you. At the end, you will see the description of mazid fihi. I just want to point out to you so that you don't get gabrified or you don't say, what is this? We don't understand. So I explained to you, my brothers and sisters, and it will benefit you a lot. So I'm sending you everything, inshallah, by tonight or by tomorrow. Maybe by Monday, inshallah, because tomorrow I'll be busy again. And So if you have any question, write me. If you have any question, write me. But now what Brother Yusuf Jamal has done, may Allah bless him and his family, he has made things very easy, very, very easy, you know, for us to progress in our studies. And now, you know, people all over the world are watching Madina DVDs. They are watching Madina DVDs and they are learning Arabic and they are writing beautiful letters of thanks to, to us, to me, to Dr. Abdurrahim, to Brother Yusuf Jamal. Huh? And the thing is that there are hundreds and maybe I should say thousands of people, or maybe I should say over 1 lakh people or even more. They are watching our DVDs. And what is the fun of their watching DVDs? One is they are driving, they are getting the knowledge to understand Quran. What is the other important, most important thing, my brothers and sisters? That it is all free. You don't have to pay money to learn Arabic. No, in these days, brother, nothing comes free. Nothing comes free. There are courses in Arabic left and right everywhere on internet, but they want money. Money first. Register, send money. But Madina books, LQ Toronto, Language of Quran Toronto, is free. So this is another charm. And people emphasize that when they write us the letter. We are so glad that it is all free. So my brother is there. If you are provided all these things at your fingertips, the click of the mouse, then we must take the advantage. Otherwise, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask us, what did you do with your free time? When I provided you all the possibilities to learn Arabic and Quran. So what answer will you give, my brothers and sisters? So we must learn, inshallah. Fine. I just thought I mentioned these few things. And now we come here. Now look at this. Change. Change each of the following nominal sentences. So, Alhamdulillah. Dr. Saib is writing nominal sentence. What is the meaning of nominal sentence? My brother, nominal sentence is al-jumlatu, al-jumlatu, al-ismiyatu, al-jumlatu, al-ismiyatu. That is the meaning of nominal sentence. Nominal sentence. Okay. Nominal sentence. Did you get the idea? Inshallah. Fine. So change each of the following nominal sentences to verbal sentence. Verbal sentence. So this is what this requires. And this will give you a thorough understanding of why, when I emphasize, people forget that in the beginning of a verbal sentence, the word will be singular. And then it will change according to the context of the sentence. And you will watch it and see how it changes. Very important. You must write it, everything from here. From here to everything, you must write it. Not only in book, but on a separate sheet of paper, clean sheet of paper. Write it and understand. And use highlighters, highlighters to highlight fi'l, file, whatever you want to highlight, maf'ulun bihi, fi'l, file, maf'ulun bihi. That's all. There's nothing much here. Fine. Now this, my brother and sister, this is Jumla Ismiya. What is this? All of it is al-jumlatu, al-jumlatu, al-ismiyatu. Okay, al-jumlatu al-ismiyatu. And this is This is Jumla failure here. This is all Jumla failure. How come? How can you say it is Jumla failure? Because the sentence will begin with a fail. Al-jumlatu, al-jumla, tu, jumla, 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 jumlatu, al-fi'liyatu. Al-jumlatul fi'liyatu. So see, awladu sharibu kahwata. Did you get it? No, I'll explain you. See, al-awladu mubtada. Now the sharibu, the verb has come after awladu, so it has to match awladu. So al-awladu sharibu. Al-awladu sharibu. Look at it and do it, my brother. Al-awladu sharibu al-kahwata mafulun bihi. Change it into jumla failure ismiya. No, that was jumla ismiya. Change it to jumla failure. What will you say? Shariba. Here you say sharibu. Why did you say shariba? Because the jumla failure will always begin with a singular verb. That is the important rule to remember. Sharibal awladu. See, file is same awladu plural. But we cannot say sharibu al awladu. That will be wrong. And I'll explain you why it will be wrong. Okay, maybe I should explain you. I explain. So I'm writing here. Sharibu, Sharibu al-awladu, al-awladu al-kahwa. Mafulun bihi. Kahwatu. Kahwata. Kahwata. So define sharibu, brother. This is fi'al ma'adi. This is fi'al ma'adi. Okay. Mabniun ala damma. Mabniun ala damma. Fine. So we ask the question, where is the file? You will say the file is wow. This is the file. File is wow. Sharibu. Huwa shariba. Huma shariba. Sharibu. Sharibu. Did you get the idea? Sharibu. Damma. Mabniun ala damma. Wow is the file. So sharibu al-awladu. What is that? This is marfu. Al-awladu, what is it? If you say this is file, why is it marfu? Mansub is, we know, mafulun bihi. So then we have two files. You cannot have in a sentence two files. You cannot have it. So then this construction is wrong because it has two files. So what will be the right construction? Shariba. Shariba. And then where is the file? Al-awladu. So this is fi'al. Fi'al ma'adin mabniun ala fatah. Mabniun ala fatah. And al-awladu fa'ilun marfun bid-damma. Did you see shariba fi'al? File here. But if you say sharibu awladu, then there are two files. That is wrong. This construction will be wrong. So Dr. Abdurrahim wants to emphasize this matter. And then he's giving us all these exercises. So you write it and understand it. Al-awladu sharibu al-kahwata became sharib al-awladu. Shariba al-awladu kahwata. An-nasu sami'u. See, an-nasu, jumla ismiya, mubtada. This is your khabar. An-nasu sami'u al-adhana. The people heard the azan. But what will you say here? Asamiya, no, only I'm sorry. Samiya nasu al-azana. I did not write al-azana. You can write it afterwards. Asamiya nasu, so fi'al and fa'il. At-tulabu katabu al-ajwibata. At-tulabu mubtada, this is your jumla. Fi'al khabar, katabu is the fa'il. Wow, that wow goes to Tulabu. See the wow, they all go to the Tulabu. They, Tulabu. Katabu al-ajwibata. So you change it and you will say Katabat Tulabu al-ajwibata. Write down al-ajwibata there, inshallah. Katabat Tulabu. So Kataba fi'al, Tulabu fa'il. Talibatu. Dakhalna al-fashla. Talibatu mubtada. This is your jumla. فعل خبر دخلنا فعل and file دخلنا okay دخلنا now my brothers and sisters, what will you say? دخلت. Did you get the idea? Immediately دخلت مؤنث دخلت الطالبات الفصل, then you write down. I don't know why I didn't. Maybe I didn't have time or something, you know. دخلت طالبات. دخلت طالبات. Okay, fine. Now, my brother and sister, fine. Al-mudarrisuna, the teachers. Mubtada, where is the khabar? Jumla failure. Kharaju, the teachers. No, how will you translate? The teachers, they, went out of the class. They went out of the class. Fine. This is the literal translation. The boys, children, they drank. The people, they heard. But this is just a literal translation. The students, they wrote. At-talibatu, they entered the fasla. Al-mudarrisuna, they left out of the class. What will you say then here? Kharaj al-mudarrisu min al-fusuli. That's Zumalai raja'u min Makkata. My classmates, they returned from Makkah. But here what will you say? Raja'a Zumalai min Makkata. Akhawati gasalna kumsana. My sisters they are washing the shirts. What will you say here? What will you say here? Gasalat. Gasalat. Fi'al. Where is the file? Akhawati and kumsana mafulun bil. You can write down kumsana here. At-tujjaru fatahu dakakina. The merchants, they open their shops, But what will you say here? Fataha tujjaru dakakina. Again here, my brothers and sisters, at-tabibatu. These are doctors. At-tabibatu. Zahabna. Zahab plus na. Ila al-mustashfa. So what will you say here? Zahabat. Zahabat tabibatu ila al-mustashfa. At-tullabu fahimu darsa. At-tullabu mubtada jumla fi'liya khabar. The students, they understood the dars. I'm doing literal translation. Fahima tullabu ad-darsa. Then you will say the students understood the lessons. You see, Fahima came first, fi'al madin mabniun ala fatha, and this is your file, and darsa is mafulun bihi. Did you get the idea? This is a very, very important rule. I should say golden rule for us to understand and keep it in mind. From today onwards, till the rest of our lives. If you are studying Arabic, this rule will apply. Now here see, note that the second verb has the plural ending while the first does not have. Did you get the idea? The first, note that the second verb has plural ending. This is your second verb. And the verb, while the first does not have plural ending, it's a singular. Kharaja, kharaja, kharaju. Kara'a, kara'a, kara'u. Akala, like that. Fine. So, kharaja tullabu. The students came out of the school or whatever classrooms. Kharaja tullabu wa, and now it goes zahabu. It says zahabu. Now the zahabu matches the tulab. Did you get the idea? Qara'a tullabu wa katabu. Here it is singular, here it is plural. So this waw matches the tulab. See this waw. This waw matches the tulab. Akalla nasu, the people ate. Wa sharibu, and they drank. People ate and they drank. Sharibu. Okay? So this is your, waw is your file. Akalan nasu and sharibu. See now, sharibu matches the nas. Katabu matches the tullab. Zahabu matches the tullab. The beginning, it is all singular. Singular, singular, singular. Important to remember, my brothers and sisters. Now this is again a very important exercise. Alhamdulillah. I think our time will go away totally in this, but I feel I have explained you a lot. So this is lesson number 5. So when you get my email describing the DVDs lesson wise, you will see I'm explaining the same thing. So if you want to understand lesson number 5, you'll go to the DVD of lesson 5, what Brother Yusuf Jamal has prepared. And I'm sending you, keep it in your file. You can share with anybody you want to, because our whatever we produce, alhamdulillah, it's all free. So now here, my brothers and sisters, there's something that I want you to see. I analyzed it. I've written the answers. So that should help you, but you have to write your own, maybe on a clean sheet of paper. See, there are 2 verbs. How many verbs are there? 2 verbs. And here, there's a file. And this is maybe mafulun bihi. So you will have to say, what will you say? If you start, then you will start with a dakhala tullabu. See? Dakhala tullabu, singular. Fasla, entered. Wa, now it has to match. Jalasu. Did you see? Singular. Dakhala tullabul fasla, mafulun bihi. Fa'il. Jalasu. Now it matches the tullab. So waw is the file, whom it matches the tullab. Oh, bhai, we have already killed 2 snakes in lesson 5. Do you want us to kill one more? Yes, I guess. I told you we have to count. This situation will come many times in the book 2, I think. Okay, daraba and katala. Daraba and katala. So what is it? Daraba awladu. Daraba awladu al hayyata. They beat the students, the children, not students, but the young fellows. They beat daraba, singular, the snake. What happened? Wakataluha. And they killed it. Ha is hayyata, is tau, monest. This is tau, ta there. The sign of mourners. So did you get the idea? So you have to write it again. And when you are writing this example, my brother and sister, you got to think. And if you write all over again, then you will think, okay? So we have دخل الطلاب الفصل دخل الطلاب الفصل وجلسوا ضرب الأولاد الحية وقتلوها قرأ طلاب الدرس قرأ طلاب الدرس وفهموه فهموه. Did you get the idea? So سمع الناس الأذان. Fine. سمع الناس الأذان. And then وذهبوا إلى المسجد. ذهبوا سمع الناس الأذان مفعول به إلى مسجد. So what fits إلى المسجد? ذهبوا إلى المسجد. Did you get the idea? Well, that's fine, my brothers and sisters. Now, so as I said earlier, next lesson number 6, 7, 8, 9. These are all Madi. In a different forms of verbs will come in different situation, and they are very interesting. It will make you very strong, inshallah. And come lesson number 10, the Mudariya will come. So then Madi and Mudariya both will come. And I must make sure that I guide you in Mudariya from next time onwards, and so that you are comfortable with Mudariya. Mudariya is all the verbs, the Arabic verbs. People run away from verbs, but verbs needs understanding, and understanding means somebody must make it very easy to understand. And Dr. Abdurrahim has done that. He has done beautiful job in presenting the verbs in a very nice way. Now the onus is on the teacher to make them understand, the students understand. So inshallah, you will understand it, Mudariya also, and we will do it. The one thing is being left out, and that is the one thing left out is the counting. I haven't given much, emphasis on it, but I will do it. I will do it whenever I get time, inshallah. So now here, these are the verbs. What are they? Use each of the following verbs in a sentence. Each of the following verbs in a sentence. Akala, gasala, kara, kataba, daraba, katala again, dakhala, kharaja, hafiza, shariba, fahima, samia. No, you should be able to conjugate all these things thoroughly, properly. Thoroughly and properly. If you have a sheet of paper, conjugate separately. The way I am saying to you, وَأَكَلَا Huma akala, akalu, akalu, like that, all of them, So now I've taken the answers from the book for you to check it them again. Akala, so you can make a simple sentence. Dr. Abdurrahim is also in the answer uh, solution page, very simple. Look at this. Akala, maza akalta, what did you eat? Did you get the idea? Gasala, gasala al-waladu, asayarata, or whatever you can say. Then kara'a, kara'a, talibu, adarsa, or kara'a, talibu, al-Qur'ana. Simple, simple. And then daraba, man darabat, man daraba, who hit? You can say man daraba hazal tiflu, who hit this little fellow? Gosh. We have here katala again. So you can say katala rajulu, whatever you want to say. A zubaba, a fly. The fly was bothering, so he hit the fly and the fly got killed. Katala rajulu zubaba. Now what is this? Dakhala nasu masjida. People entered the masjid. Now what is the next one? Kharaja al-imamu min al-masjidi. Hafiza Yasirun Surat al-Hadid. And what is that? Sharibtu kahawata. I drank coffee. Sharibtu. Fahima. What is the fahima? Man fahima hada darsa. I'm asking you. Man fahima hada darsa. You will all reply. Fahimna jaydan. We all understood very well. Alhamdulillah. Samia. Ma samia azan. I did not hear the azan. Fine. Now, after all this thing, the Dr. Abdurrahim is making us understand what is that, my brother and sister. Man fatah bab, man fatah al baba, ana fatah tu. Who? Fi'al file. See here, Dr. Sahib says, ana fatah tu, but even fatah tu has to be broken down. Fatah tu has to be broken down. Why did I break it down? Fi'al and file. This is your fi'al and this is your file and this is your mafulun bihi. We got to be always conscious of fi'al and file. Fi'al and file. Man fataha baba, ana fatah. I always say ana fatah and then tu and then who. Okay. Man fataha al nawafidha, ana fatah tu ha. Ana fatah tu ha. Did you get the idea? So now, these are the things. We'll do the lesson 6 next time, inshallah. Okay, so we have, I won't start a new lesson. Ya Allah. So last thing, transitive verb, al-fi'al al-muta'addi. You don't have to say Arabic right away now. Later on, you'll be very fluent with saying muta'addi, means transitive verb. Transitive verb is a verb having or containing an object required. Why it is object required? To complete the meaning. And intransitive verb, my brothers and sisters, not having or requiring an object. So this is in a short about the mutaddi and lazim. It is called lazim, al-fi'lul lazim. Don't worry about translation or anything. Just say intransitive verb, good for us. Later on, we'll do the other things, inshallah. So, now, when you say transitive, then there's a verb. For example, jalasa Muhammadun. Jalasa verb, Muhammadun file. The action of jalasa stopped at Muhammad. Khalas. Jalasa Muhammadun. Fi'al, file. They are both very happy to be together, content to be together. But then if I say, Akala Muhammadun al-Mawza, Muhammad ate a banana. But if you say only Akala Muhammadun, the sense is not there. It's not complete. So I ask you something. What happened? Akala is the action, and Muhammadun is the doer of the action. So the action crossed the doer of the action and went to an object, the thing that was eaten. Okay, so transitive means the action of the verb passes the file and goes to the mafulun bihi. That is why it is called transitive. The action transfers itself. Akala Muhammadun, the action of eating went from Muhammad to the Mauza. But in Jalasa Muhammadun, fi'al file, they are very happy. So transitive verb, the sense will be incomplete unless you have object in the sentence. That is in the short, my brothers and sisters. Now, what else I have for you here? Okay, my brother and sister. Remember, we have al-adad, and what is opposite there? Al-ma'dud. Adad means the number. Ma'dud means the thing counted. Remember that. I'm just repeating this for the next 5 minutes I have here, inshallah. Al-adad, al-ma'dud, thing counted. Okay, fine. Now, number 1 and number 2. This is very important to understand. The number 1 and number 2. Number 1 and number 2. They will always come as a naat manut. Sifat and mausuf. Naat manut. This was, we studied in lesson number 19, book 1. If you want to revise it again, book 1, you can, inshallah. So what is it? Talibun wahidun. It is, this is not a sentence, it is just counting. One student. Talibun wahidun. So what is talibun? Talibun is a man'ut. Where is the naat? Wahidun. And then we say talibani. What is talibani? 2 students. It's nani, 2 students. So these are not manut, This is the naat, this is manut. This is the naat, this is the manut. Now then, starting from 3 to 10, we have, right now, the counting will always be done in the beginning with the ma'dud being mudhakkar. And it will be from 3 to 10, the ma'dud will be plural, okay? Salasatu tullabin, arbatu tullabin, asharatu tullabin. The same thing will come here, my brothers and sisters, but then what happens that if you start from 11, these things become compound words. 2 words separate, they are compound, okay? They are compound. Salasata ashara, arba'ata ashara, but they are compound. Together, they are compound verb. Okay, so this is it. And from here, ishruna, this becomes very, very comparatively easy, my brother. Okay, so ishruna, what is ishruna? Can you see here? What is ishruna, my brother? Can you see? It is like mudarisuna, muslimuna, Muhandisuna, Jama, Muzakkar, Salim. They are starting from 20 to 90. This will be the pattern. Ishruna, Salathuna, Arbauna, Khamsuna, Sittuna, like that. Fine? That's not difficult later on, but it is all little complicated. So my brothers and sisters, we start from here. Okay, I start from here. Wahid Ithnani Salasa. Again. Wahid Ithnani Salasa. Arba Khamsa Sitta. Saba Samaniya Tis'a. Ashara. Oh yes. Ashara. That means 10. Learn it, and let, if you have children or grandchildren, small children, let them learn Arabic counting with their fingers. I have tried it. I have my brother's grandchildren, 3 of them, and they always come and I taught them this. Probably they don't understand much Arabic. They don't understand, but they're always laughing and giggling, and showing their both palms when I say 10. So again, my brother, Wahid Ithnani Thalasa Arba Khamsa Sitta Saba Samaniya Tisa Ashara. Oh yes, Ashara, that means 10. And then, my brothers, Ahada Ashara, Ithna Ashara, Salasata Ashara, Arbata Ashara, Khamsata Ashara, Sittata Ashara, Sabata Ashara, Samaniyata Ashara, تسعة عشر عشرون مرفوع بالواو 20 منصوب بالياء 20 مجرور بالياء 20. Oh yes, that means 20. Did you get the idea? Alhamdulillah, my brothers and sisters. Jazakumullah khair. May Allah reward you for all your sacrifice of time. And the also same goes to the family members who make it possible for you to sit here and understand Arabic, inshallah. May Allah bless you and your family members with barakat, in rizq, and in iman, and in everything that is necessary for us, inshallah, in this life that we live, so that we can all live reasonably, comfortably, inshallah. May Allah bless us all. May Allah keep us safe and sound from this deadly virus. Your family, my family, and every Muslim family around the world. And may Allah keep safe and sound the humanity at large, my brother and sister. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.